I'm Taryn, and it is with pride that I work to retain and expand business in Bowman County, promote the region, and support the best interests of Bowman County.
I am Shelby, and every day I have the pleasure of sustaining businesses and their workforce through educational opportunities.
I'm Brooklyn, and I get the joy of helping to create community vibrancy, online presence, and expanding our tourism industry.
I'm Laura, and I am constantly grateful for the opportunity to assist entrepreneurs as they build, sustain, and grow their businesses in Bowman County and beyond.
I am Christy, and it is with enjoyment that I help all of our partners with their success.
Each year, our office does a number of projects that promote and expand Bowman County. Here's a look at the 2020 projects that made this year great.
A statewide STEM program focused on entrepreneurship and career exploration. The Bowman Marketplace for Kids was open to students in the region, grades 3 through 6.
Students participating in the program had an opportunity to engage in different learning platforms. Some of these programs range from television production to virtual reality, in which the kids had an outstanding time learning about different career paths that they can take.
The program was a benefit to Bowman area schools for the ability for it to foster career exploration and engagement in entrepreneurship.
And many of the careers that were showcased included local business leaders, so it gave students an opportunity to learn about careers that could keep them in the area
And showcase that to the community as well.
2020 was our first year of operation in MainSpace. We started off the year by partnering with the University of Mary to bring a small business series to Bowman. We also offered additional classes for our business community. Beyond our classes, we also saw a large amount of MainSpace rentals for meetings, trainings, and interviews.
MainSpace brought professionalism to the organization as we were interviewing for a new CEO, general manager.
We're excited for what's in store for 2021. We'll continue our University of Mary partnership, and we'll bring you more classes like Excel and Life Photography.
Since its inception, the Downtown Revitalization Facade Grant has been one of our most successful and well-used programs to date. We're so excited about what we've seen and the progress that this program has made, and here's a look at some of those today.
I started an investment business in June of 2007. Worked with Investment Centers of America throughout that time. In 2017, we got purchased through LPL Financial. That's when I decided to private label to Badlands Wealth Management. The main reason for my location was we just simply needed more space. I also wanted to have something of my own and decided on this older house and remodeled it, and it turned out pretty good. The thing I love most about this new location is having the space, having a conference room. There's a reason why it's designed like a dining room, because I still believe that the best conversations are at the kitchen table, and just our presence on Main Street. So the programs I used through the EDC were the facade grant. They were able to match some of the funding for the exterior of the building. The funding was very much appreciated because this old house took a lot of work to make it an actual office. I was also able to use the Bank of North Dakota program. That was a good way to lock in a low interest rate to help cover the cost of the major improvements and construction of this new office. The best part about being a business in Bowman County is the people, by far.
In early 2020, North Dakota Census reached out to our office asking for help to get Bowman County's self-response rate up. We felt this was high priority because of the funding that comes back to our communities.
For each person that isn't counted, it amounts to $1,910 roughly per year. So that's $19,000 plus over a 10-year period.
Census 2020 was very important with regard to how our state aid comes in, municipal highway funding, as well as oil and gas gross production tax.
We built a campaign that included videos, stickers, shirts, and even a hot dog day. Thank you for taking the 2020 census.
Crossroads Business Park will continue to be one of the lead assets we promote here in Bowman County. Early in the year, we had interest, but due to COVID, businesses were unable to continue with plans for growth and expansion. This next year, we hope to attend some trade shows and do other marketing to work to get some lots sold.
The Main Street Garden was started as a way to bring vibrancy downtown, promote community togetherness, and provide access to local fruits and vegetables. With the help of businesses, organizations, and individuals, the garden quickly came to life and started serving our community. The BCDC maintained the garden, but it was open for everyone to come and collect from. The garden was enjoyed by many, and we can't wait to grow it again next year.
Recruitment of an additional unique dining establishment for evening hours has been part of our work plan and strategic plan for several years. This year we were able to accomplish that goal by recruiting Smokehouse 85.
I've been in the restaurant business for 20 years, which is now showing my age. I get to control the quality of what we do. I get to control the service that we give. By being an owner operator, it's helped me to be able to maintain that quality and that service. I like Bowman. I see the need for it after visiting, and I think that it's a place that we can do really well. I think it's a place that needs the product that we have. I think it's a place that would enjoy the product that we have. Smokehouse 85 is a Midwestern barbecue themed restaurant. We have to offer our retail items as well as our smoked items. We're looking more into the retail end of our business, and so we want to expand on the retail where people can come in and get their meats that are sealed and prepackaged and ready to go for them. So when we talk about the smoked items, we're looking at pit beef, our ribs, our brisket, our pulled pork, smoked chicken. Those are kind of the core items. And then we also do some items as far as like our shrimp broils that we're doing now, and just a large array of items of like a southern influence. Obviously we would like to grow. We don't want to grow too fast. We want to be able to keep up with demand. We want to be able to still offer the same great service and keep the quality of food where we have it at now. This is our new space that we're moving into. We're doing some new things here. We'll be having like the open fire pit that we cook directly on. So it's gonna bring a new flavor to what we do. It's cooked over open flame, all natural wood. There's no gas involved. It's just going to bring us, I think, bring our products to a new level. So being in this space is gonna definitely help us do that. The EDC played a big part in where we are now and where we're going in the future. When it comes to location, when it comes to introducing me to the town, and just putting us in the right place at the right time, with whether it be connections with people, whether it be with the bank. They've gave us a lot of good insight into opening a business here in Bowman. Get in and try it. You've got to try it. And I think that if you try it, it's just something that you'll fall in love with.
This year when COVID-19 hit, the office quickly pivoted to provide the best resources and information we could to our business community.
The office did a great job of getting the resources out to the business community. They brought in local professionals that had expertise in the areas that were impacted by COVID. They helped them out with assistance on the applications for the programs available. The business broadcasts were one of the best tools available to offer real-time information to the business communities.
At the start of the pandemic, I think everyone in business is looking at each other like, what are we going to do? What's happening? What's going on? And within weeks of that, started seeing information from this office over here. And that information was great. And it was on time, all the time. Every day we had it. Any questions we need answered, we can make a phone call and it was there. It was pretty seamless for our bookkeeper to the banks, back to ourselves. So yeah, what this office did with the pandemic and having all that information available right away, and it was just nonstop for month after month after month. I would say very, very proud of this office, and everything that came out of here was very professional, on time. Just can't say enough good things about it.
The Community Challenge was started as a way to provide resources to those who wanted to make the community a better place. We were happy to provide $10,000 to the winner from Tax and Tourism. After the judging panel reviewed the projects, 4 went on to a live community vote to decide which project they wanted to see become a reality in Bowman County. The winner of the community voting was Brosz Engineering with their splash path at Rotary Park, and we are so excited for them to start construction.
When the Community Challenge came out, Billy and I got together and we started brainstorming as to what type of projects would be really nice to do around the community. And one day I happened to be working on a project in Montana and drove past their splash park that they recently built. And I thought, wow, that would be a great feature to have in our community. So we started looking at vacant lots that we could maybe pull together, different areas on the outskirts. And one day I was outside my house and we noticed a lot of commotion across the street at the Rotary Park, which they were having a very big birthday party for little kids, and they were having a lot of fun. And it kind of popped in my head that said this would be a great location. Once we found the location and we did the drone flights, then we started looking at what could we do as far as financially. This grant was worth $10,000, and to build a full splash park would be very expensive. So then we kind of started looking and doing some renderings and drawings on the computer and realized that we could do a splash path and link them between the 2 shelters that were in the Rotary Park.
We're really excited about the opportunities that the Splash Path will bring to Bowman County. I think it's more geared toward youth and children, and it's going to be an attractant to families that want to move to Bowman County. It's definitely going to have some curb appeal for anybody driving by. Is going to see the Splash Path. It's zero depth. There's no risk of drowning. You can let your kids run, let them play, and it's really going to be a great, safe opportunity for this community.
What I'm most excited for is, yes, my kids are getting bigger, but they'll be able to utilize it, as well as some of the other things that I've watched just by living across the street from that park, is it does have highway exposure, and there are a lot of traveling families that do stop there and have a picnic and those type of options. But I also think it's a great way to bring families from outside of the Bowman area in the surrounding communities to Bowman and have a way to socialize and get to know each other, and the kids get to start to know each other. So I think that'll be a very big plus to the community.
We're planning on starting construction this summer. We've already been doing some planning and some studying, looking into the different water features that are going to be available for the site. This started with the Community Challenge grant we were able to secure for the project, and we also were able to get a grant from the Bowman Slope Community Foundation. And right now we're going to go out and start raising some funds locally as well.
And one of the other nice things that we have done is we've asked our board of directors if Rose Engineering would be willing to donate as well, and we are, not only in the design and some of that options, but also Rose Engineering has decided to match up to $5,000 any other local donations that would come in, and other businesses felt that it would be a great feature to have in the community.
We developed the Business Challenge to encourage entrepreneurs to start or expand their business in Bowman County. 3 projects went to the final round. First place was awarded to Buried Treasures Garden Center, who received a cash prize of $10,000. In addition, each of the winners received a prize package that included accounting, marketing, and legal services. We love seeing the creativity that this challenge brought forward.
Barnyard Buddies was started out of my love and passion for animals and taking care of them, so this way I kind of get my fix with everybody else's animals and getting to see their pets, getting to know them. Offering the service to people and feeling like I'm helping out the community while still being able to stay home and raise our family and be with my kids. We lived in town about 5 years ago, and this is kind of where we started. We just had our house and people had asked if I'd watch their pets for them. So we'd watch 1 or 2 extra dogs in our garage and fenced in backyard, and that's where it kind of started. So about 4 years ago, we decided to register the business name and officially start Barnyard Buddies. And then we bought out Beacon Street Kennels in Bowman, and that was kind of the official beginning of Barnyard Buddies. We were working out of our garage, and we wanted to add on an addition that would be for Barnyard Buddies. And this included like a washing station for grooming, bigger kennels and boarding areas for the dogs. Barnyard Buddies is a boarding and grooming service that we offer for dogs. We've also had cats, and we just recently had a goat. So we do offer services to other animals as well, to pets. I think the uniqueness to it is that it's family owned. We get to know everybody very personally. It's not just a boarding service. We love incorporating the pets into our own lives. If it's okay with the owners, they get to come out and do chores with us. And we also have a mile-long jogging trail that will take them out for runs so they get their exercise. And we just do our best to make them feel as comfortable as possible. The biggest benefit was just having a little more advertisement out there. There's a lot of people that aren't even aware that we offer this, just because I don't do any advertising outside of, I do have a Facebook page and just word of mouth. So that was one of the biggest helps that this provided. The other thing was just for my own sake, looking through like the finance part of it. I didn't put a lot of thought into that. It's just something we wanted to help out where we could. And this was a good way to look at those finances in ways that I hadn't looked at them before. If anyone is interested in boarding their dog or their cat, or also having their animal groomed, the first step would just be to give me a call, set up an appointment that works with you. I'm usually pretty open schedule-wise. We've had people drop off dogs at 5 in the morning, pick them up at 10 o'clock at night, basically by appointment. So give me a call if you're interested or have any questions.
On the Market was started as an innovative way to share our vacant buildings with locals. We were able to showcase 7 of our local buildings and share history in several of them while providing architectural renderings in others. In order to build up the histories, we worked alongside several community members, one of which is our board member Alan Peters and former owner of the Red Dog Saloon.
The tour was good for Bowman to get out and show what Bowman had for buildings and give people an idea of what kind of businesses they could put in it. It shows the potential of the buildings in the community that are available to these people if they are looking to start a new business. The history itself of the town and the buildings and how they change and how time changes it. I mean, you have the good times, you have the bad times, and the different people that own the buildings. They come and they go. They come to an end, somebody else buys it out as they retire, and sometimes they're able to continue on, or the economy breaks them, takes them out. The building sits empty for a while, another one picks it up, and away we go again. But it's kind of interesting just who comes, what happens, how it goes, and how Main Street grows too. The EDC has seen some feedback on the tour, and there are some interested parties coming forward to look at the buildings for future growth. There's going to be a lot of room for new businesses to start and to grow.
We have an amazing lineup and the conference is ready to go. Due to COVID, we decided to postpone because we wanted to maintain the energy of the conference, and we can't wait to see you back for Fusion 2021.
This year, we launched more of a grassroots effort in economic development and went back to a business retention and expansion program. We started by surveying over 250 businesses in our county or that do business here, and we followed up those surveys with one-on-one business visits. We heard a lot of the same trends through our business community, especially about workforce and what they felt through the COVID season. This has been a great experience for us. We've been building stronger relationships with our businesses, hearing more about how we can help, and hearing what their plans are for the future.
I could see a lot of people, the way that they opened up. They liked the idea that people were visiting again, and the community's liking that. I'm hearing more and more about that too, that people do appreciate that and they see a value in it. And it's fun going to those and letting people let their hair down, so to speak, and say what they want to say, because we encourage that. And we like to hear all comments like that. So it's been pretty effective so far, and we look forward to continuing this next year.
This year was our third year of hosting Festival of Lights, and it was bigger and better than ever. With the most trees we've ever decorated, plus the addition of an ice rink, it was sure a hit. We were pleased to offer soup from Dollars for Scholars, along with hot chocolate and popcorn. This is one of the best times of the year, and we get to share it with all of you with a beautifully lit park from all of our businesses. We can't wait for you to see the park again in 2021.
Festival of Lights is important to our community because it's a heartwarming time to bring everybody together, the young and the old, people from businesses, school, and it's just a way to reach out and greet everybody with a smile to start off the holiday time. And I always say it makes me feel like I'm in a Hallmark movie.
The Small Business Development Center is a key tool for anyone looking to start, grow, sell, or purchase a business. This year, see how we assisted in the purchasing process of Spruce Hill Meats.
It was a conversation my son and I had while visiting in the yard at the ranch, and we were talking about the need for custom plants and the need that the industry was having for supplying custom meat for people on a local level. And so he said, Dad, why don't we think about doing that? So I called the lady that owned Erickson's Meat, which we now call Spruce Hill Meats, and she said, sure, she'd sell them. So one thing led to another, and here we are. I would like Spruce Hill Meats to become a state-inspected facility so that we can sell retail product, which we can't do now because it's a custom exempt plant only. So there's a lot of things that need to be done in this facility to improve it, to meet the requirements that are set by the state. We've made a lot of changes to Spruce Hill Meats already. For instance, we had an issue with our coolers were not meeting sanitary standards. We couldn't control what we wanted to control in our coolers. So we redid them. We tore them all apart, shut down the facility basically for 2 weeks, and came in and did it so that it met specifications, and we can now take care of that product that goes into those coolers and assure the public that they're getting a better product. We put new lights in the facility, changed the way that we dispose of the byproduct. It's now handled by a company in town that takes the wagon and dumps it for us, so we don't have to. Just the sanitation things, we fill cracks in the floors, we change the molding and stuff so that we can keep things cleaner and more sanitary. Yeah, that's one of the goals of mine. If people recognize Spruce Hill Meats as a facility that the whole community can be proud of. My sense is that the custom exempt people deserve to have the same quality standards in their facility as somebody that's buying it off the retail counter. I want everybody to have a good feeling about coming to Spruce Hill Meats and buying their product here, and for us to be part of it. And people are really wanting their own meat processed. They know they're getting a better product. If it wasn't for that program, it'd be difficult to try to meet the financial requirements that it's going to take to purchase this facility, operate this facility, improve this facility. The help from the SBA people to get us to a level that we can financially hope to make it work. It's absolutely critical. And some of the things that the federal government's done to help us at Spruce Hill Meats make some of these improvements has come about because of people that SBA and the bank and that sort of thing. What I like most about Spruce Hill Meats is just the challenge. I was struggling to survive life entirely after I retired from being a veterinarian. So Spruce Hill Meats gives me an opportunity to see things accomplished every day and see the people, the employees improve every day and meet some of their goals. The people that I have are good people. I enjoy getting up in the morning, coming to work, seeing that we're producing a product, seeing people, the clients come in here and say, man, we appreciate you being here. And that just makes the day all worthwhile.
I think the challenges that the businesses had in 2020 was obviously defined by COVID. One of the great things about the structure of our economic development and our Bowman County Chamber is that they are under one shared roof with a shared staff. So it was easy for us as Chamber to use that pool of knowledge and of resources to make sure our businesses were aware of the programs, make sure they had invitations to the webinars for the resources that we were giving them, and just have a main point of contact.
I think there was a huge impact with COVID on our events. We obviously had to, because of the guidelines or uncertainty, cancel some of the events or postpone them. We were able to pivot in the fact that we still wanted to host some sort of community event, so we came up with Rock the Block.
I think what has inspired us to do Rock the Block is something different, a change in the community. And also during the time we wanted to get everybody together, and because of COVID and everything else around the community, we still wanted to support the businesses and have fun while doing so.
We also added our Shop Local t-shirts.
Well, we weren't able to do our regular kickoff of the holiday season with Ladies Night Out, and so with that we decided to host these Christmas promotions and get people in these businesses and let people know that what is out there for them.
I think one of the things that Christmas promotions did this year was awareness of, did you know that this store had this, or did you know that they have that option available? And I think the flash sale was a new thing that was great to introduce to the community. I think it had great results for our businesses.
I like the gift card program, having that direct impact to the businesses. And then also with the shopping list, it makes you, like you said, more aware of what we actually have here in our community and in our businesses. And I think we're very fortunate to have those options.
Bowman County's last strategic plan was in 2013, so we were really excited to receive a grant fund from the North Dakota Department of Commerce to perform our next 5-year Bowman County strategic plan. We're looking forward to input from our businesses, our community, and our leadership to provide us a united vision for where we want to go the next 5 years for Bowman County.
We're really excited to perform this strategic plan, and we really hope for really high engagement and involvement from our community in developing this. It really helps us identify areas that maybe need attention and areas of growth for the county.
We are beyond privileged to serve our amazing community
and are committed to growing it.
We are a team that loves Bowman County.